That's a really big pouty lip you've got there. You want to sit with me? It hadn't initially been in our plans to go to the Amazon rainforest, but we already knew we were going to Colombia for paragliding. And then when I started researching, I saw that we could go to the rainforest from southern Colombia. And I was like, sold, I want to go to the rainforest. And I kept thinking how much the kids were gonna love it, because every time we do something where we're really exploring in nature and getting out into the wild, it's almost always one of our family's favorite experiences. So I knew that I had to plan for us to go to the rainforest. Woo! We're where? Oh! These are planted in the Amazon rainforest.
Yes.
It is exciting.
More than I would have expected.
It's like muddy and it's also a bit of a cool breeze. So I don't know. We're here during the rainy season. It's going to be wet. Like it's the rainforest, I guess. But we're really pumped, and the kids are excited, and we can't wait to go explore.
When we got to Leticia, it definitely felt like we were in the rainforest.
Yeah. Like I remember as the plane was landing and I was just seeing green, 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 green all around us. And I kept thinking, oh my goodness, that's the rainforest. But literally we'd been off the plane 5 minutes and suddenly like torrential downpour while we were waiting for our bags. So we got our bags and we all crammed into one itty bitty taxi. Well, we made it to the airport. We made it in a taxi. And now we are on our way to our hotel. And we crammed 7 people and all our gear, including 3 paragliders.
3 paragliders.
1 regular size car. We knew that we didn't want to stay in Leticia. You can take Amazon tours from there, but where we really wanted to get to was this little town 2 hours away down the Amazon River. So the first thing I did after we got into our hotel was to go find the boat office so that we could buy tickets to take a boat down the Amazon River the next morning. There was still so much water on the streets from the downpour.
Huge puddles, yeah.
Huge puddles, and all the cars, mostly motorcycles actually, were just splashing straight through it. But I managed to buy all of our tickets in Spanish, and mostly that was what we did on the first day. The next morning we got up and got ourselves ready pretty early so that we could head out on the boat. We were really excited about taking this boat because it was our first time on the Amazon River.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hello.
Where are we going right now?
We're about to go to our hotel in the jungle.
Headed to the dock and tried to navigate like a maze of people to figure out where a boat was and how to get there. And
Yeah, and you kept saying to me, you're like, do you know where you're going? Do you know where we're going? And I kind of did.
she said yes, but her body language said no.
I didn't know exactly. I thought we had gone to the right place, but I guess the street that I'd walked down the day before had construction, so taxis couldn't go down it. So we were like a block and a half away, and we had to just walk a little further, and I kept being like, I almost recognize where we are, but we made it. We made it.
Eventually.
Eventually. You got it?
In a moment, yeah.
Wow, it's a little bit crazy down here at the dock this morning, and hot and sweaty, and we're trying to find water for the trip. But we've got tickets and we're about to get on our boat and start heading down the Amazon River.
Yep. Kepler's next.
Okay.
Kepler,
Careful, Kepler. Nothing goofy.
Hold his hand.
Yeah,
He's
don't
going to
be
help you. Hold his hand. There you go. You're good.
And Steph.
We're going to sit there.
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world, right to your doorstep home. Anywhere you wanna go.
on the Amazon River. It is an enormous amount of water, and at times it was just so wide. It was one of the biggest rivers that I've seen. I think the thing that I loved the most was as we went down, there were all these little villages on the side, and sometimes we would pull into a port and let people off, and sometimes we just passed by them. And you could see kids playing in the river, and that was one of my favorite parts of the boat ride.
Anywhere you wanna go, I'll show you my world.
One of the things I do remember about the boat ride is that we felt like these very good homeschooling parents, and we told the kids that they should like be on the lookout for animals and birds and interesting things to spot and tell us about, which is really funny because approximately how many interesting animals or birds did we see on the ride?
0.
0. I mean, we saw like no life.
We're like, the Amazon rainforest is teeming with life. Just keep your eyes peeled. And we like even offered a reward for all the things they found. And they looked for 2 hours and saw nothing at all.
It was really fun. After 2 hours, we pulled up to Puerto Narino, which is this little town that I'd read about in Lonely Planet. And the description really intrigued me because it said that it was sort of this eco-village and that all the people in the town worked really hard together to be very environmentally friendly, to really respect the rainforest around them, that it was a good base for exploring the rainforest, and I really liked it. Everything did just feel kind of like...
Cared about.
Yeah, like it felt like the whole town cared, and you could see them working on little improvement projects all over town, and they built these really nice roads and pathways everywhere, and it was clean, and
there was like recycled like pop bottles all over the place used for planter boxes and stuff.
Yeah, plants and gardening. They had like upcycling all over town.
Yeah.
And yeah, we liked it so much. Well, we made it. Kind of feels like we made it to paradise. It's beautiful here. Only a ways more to go. This garden is so tropical. I just love it. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Maybe I could something more
I remember we walked up the hill to our hotel right as another torrential downpour began. Do you remember that? Literally right as we were like, there's our hotel. Suddenly the rain just started pouring down. We're like, well, we're in the rainforest, so we can't complain when we get rain in the rainforest. But we liked the hotel a lot. It actually felt really neat because there was one building, actually some of our kids were in an open air room on the top of one building, and then we were in an open air building with Oliver on the top of the building right beside. Like we could shout to each other.
Mm-hmm. We could see each other.
We could see each other. Yeah.
We weren't that far, like 2 buildings.
Yeah, they were like right beside
apart.
each other. It was really cool though. But what we loved about it was that it was very open air, even the bathroom. I mean, it was private, but everything was open air, and we had hammocks, and you could hear the birds, and the breeze came in, and yeah, it was a great little hotel. Really, the only things we did that first day, other than explore and walk around the town a little bit, was we went out for lunch and we booked some excursions.
Yeah.
So the lunch was really cool. It was this place that had been recommended to us. I think it was called Las Margaritas. We liked it a lot because they did a set menu. So every day they just prepared one menu for everybody, but it was really yummy. It would start with a soup. Colombians love soup. How's the soup, Joe?
I already washed it.
She said it's a pescado sopa. Sopa de pescado. It's fish soup. It doesn't really taste like it, does it? It's just good. And there's usually some kind of fried fish, and maybe some kind of fried fish or chicken, rice or potatoes, maybe beans. Oh, that's a big bug on me. Oh, get the bug off me.
was huge.
That was such a good meal. This place, Las Margaritas, was recommended to us, and it was really good. It's like that first night we planned to go on a really super cool excursion out into the rainforest in the dark.
I thought everything